I've never been one to speak about political issues. In fact, I tend to veer far away from anything to do with politics. So I'm not very familiar with the political area. But in the recent days, with the occurrences that have been in this country, it has piqued my attention in the areas of politics. And as many people of my generation, Gen Z, the occurrences concerning the finance bill and rejecting it, it touched my heart, and it caused me to have a reaction towards it. And at first, I was rejecting it. Not that I've shifted, but I was rejecting it. I was part of the movement of rejecting it, though I didn't go out for the protests per se, but I was for rejecting it. Then someone spoke to me and gave me a different perspective about it. And I was like, maybe he's right, but at the same time, the contents of the finance bill are still wrong. So I was like on the fence about it, and I prayed because it was kind of frustrating, because I was like, if I support it, I will be supporting the wrong thing. And if I didn't reject it, I will not be giving grace as I was given grace by God. So I prayed and I told God of my conflicting emotions and how I was feeling concerning the whole situation. As I continued just to be in prayer, because I was praying about it every day in my heart, and it was troubling my heart, and I kept praying. And God brought something to my attention. The Bible says in the book of First Chronicles chapter 12 verse 32, it says that, and of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. And this verse describes of a certain tribe of Israel, the tribe of Issachar. And it describes them as men who understood the times and what Israel ought to do. And I was like, God, what are you trying to say? And he reminded me of Nigeria. And we all see the revival that is in Nigeria right now, and we've desired it. Even as Kenyans, there are many prophecies that have come forth concerning the revival in Kenya and in Africa. And we have been expectant and waiting of it. And God led me to study about Nigeria and the times before the current move we are seeing right now in Nigeria. And I remembered a time in 2020 where a hashtag trended all over social media, which made Nigeria visible to the entire world. The hashtag was #EndSARS. I don't know if you remember it, but I remember it very well. And I studied about Nigeria during that season, that year, and I realized that there were a lot of terrorist activities, plus that the EndSARS hashtag, where people went out to protests. Like, it's a kind of the same storyline that we are going through right now. And I was like, I kind of joined the dots. I remembered in 2022, around there, we had Rema Feast. I don't know if it was during Rema Feast. I remember hearing of a prophecy that revival will break out in Kenya this year, 2024. We are all expectant of it. Even as a church, we're expectant of, now this is the year of the revival. God is about to do something new in Kenya. Then we begin with the year. There were a lot of calamities with the weather. Then comes this political issue where even the young people, especially the young people, and when God reminded me of all these occurrences, he reminded me of an expectant woman. When a woman is expecting, as they approach the end to deliver their child, they experience pain as never before. Very, like, excessive pain. When they are able to endure through that pain, they're able to deliver their child and bring forth their child. God showed me and told me that what Kenya is experiencing now, he is aware of what is going on, and it is all working together for the good, because it is the birth pangs of something being birthed out of Kenya. So in as much as this video is to encourage us as Kenyans that everything is working out for good, that we are expectant to receive from God in this season, I also want to remind us that with every call, there's a responsibility. Using the same example of an expectant mother, once the expectant mother gives birth, before she gives birth, she usually has made preparations towards the giving birth. Likewise, we need to be prepared for delivery, for now the birth of what God is birthing in the nation. And also, a child comes with responsibilities. As a child is born, their life does not end there after they are born. It is now up to the parent to steward over that child, to bring them up in the right way, which is very confusing because it's the first time, maybe first time you've ever received it. It's not easy raising a human being. And the actual work begins after birth. We have been praying for a revival. Probably now God is preparing us for delivery. In this season, may we continue to pray that God helps us to steward over the revival that we have been praying for, so that it does not die before it comes forth, and it does not die in the middle of the way. Like, it comes to accomplish what God has in store for it. That's all for this video. I hope you've been blessed, and I hope you've taken the message to heart, and it has changed something in you, because once I got this revelation, I stopped worrying much, to be honest, because I know that God is on our side. As long as I knew that God is on our side and He sees what is going on in our country, He sees everything, He's aware of it, and it is all going to work together for His good, as His word says, I became more calm. I became more calm. So this message is to make you more calm, and also to drive you more into prayers, to pray for the nation, to pray even more for grace to handle what He is about to release to us. If you are new here, my name is Manka Ngunjiri. I love Jesus, and on this channel we explore the Christian faith and lifestyle. So if you're up for such content, make sure you subscribe down below and join this amazing family that God is building here on YouTube. And if you are watching this from TikTok, on this platform I also share about Christian faith and lifestyle. So if you'd like to join this family, make sure you follow me. God bless.